So I've been posting for 1 week straight on YouTube. Was it worth it? And have I learned anything? Hi, my name is Valentina Norberg, and in this channel, I'm learning how to use AI so that I could implement it in my business. But for the month of August, I will be posting one video a day just to learn how to use this platform. If this is something that interests you, please subscribe and follow along. If you saw the video I posted yesterday, you know that I'm trying to create some new habits in order to start my new business. And one of those habits is to create one piece of content per day. I decided to focus on YouTube mainly because I think it has the highest earning potential, but also because it is the platform where I feel the most comfortable because it's where I spend the most amount of time. But I also know that it's one of the hardest one to grow. So it was important for me to learn how to talk on camera before I actually even have a product ready for any type of market. After 1 week of posting, I can honestly say that I do feel more comfortable talking to camera. I don't feel as awkward just staring into a lens and trying to talk about myself. But I've realized that I really don't like editing. It's one of the parts that I like the least. And after 1 week of doing YouTube, I thought that it was going to be easier in the sense that I was just practicing. I was just talking to camera. It wasn't going to be scripted. I wasn't going to focus too much on views. Instead, I've spent all of my time just thinking about YouTube. Like, what am I going to post next? What should I talk about? I'm not a native English speaker, and that becomes another concern that I also think a lot about. Should I have subtitles? How do I add that? It takes a lot more energy than I thought it would, and that's on me. The strangest thing that I wasn't prepared for is how I reacted to not being seen because no one is really watching these videos. And that's okay because visibility was never really the goal, but it does feel hard to know that I'm speaking into a camera, I'm putting it out there, and there's just no one clicking through. However, that is a part of creation, and it's also why I'm doing it so that I can learn all of it, the parts where no one is watching, the parts where it takes forever to edit, and the parts where hopefully it starts growing and working for you. Now, I do realize that I need to create better videos because me just talking on camera can become really boring for just anyone. And I have absolutely horrible thumbnails. I'm trying, but I'm really not good at any graphic design. Another thing that I wasn't really prepared for is how difficult it is to come up with ideas. I thought it was going to be so much easier. I mean, I've seen how other YouTubers say that you just feed everything into Claude or ChatGPT and it comes out with like 30 ideas immediately. But not all of those 30 ideas are going to be something that you want to do. And for me, since I'm just beginning, I'm not really clear on where exactly I'm going to go. I know it's going to be about AI and business, but I'm not there yet. It becomes really unclear the topic that I should focus on. And of course, that leads to YouTube not really knowing where to send my videos. All in all, it does take a lot of time. And it takes a lot of time to not have a script, to just try and speak freely. I have bullet points, but it's really not the same as having a finished script where you know what you're going to say from start to finish. However, I have learned a few things whilst talking on camera. And one of them specifically is that I like to move back and forth when I talk a lot. I do that all the time. I haven't done that in this video because it's really difficult to edit the videos afterwards. So for the past 2 or 3 videos, I've really tried just to sit and not move too much because that sort of disrupts the editing. But it's difficult because naturally when I talk, I'm like moving my hands around and I'm all over the room and the space. And I can't do that right now if I know that I'm gonna have to edit the videos afterwards and maybe, cut it when my hand is all over my face, which wouldn't be good. So far, the topic on the videos have been all about me, which is kind of problematic because if you don't know me, then why would you care that one podcast changed the entire directory of what I'm going to do for on YouTube or what type of business I want to start? It's not really the smartest thing ever to start by talking about yourself. But at the same time, my goal was to learn how to talk on camera. So in that perspective, that was fine. I needed to do that. But I don't think that I will be able to continue the same way going forward. I need to give more value if I want to have a loyal audience. Even though my results have been really bad, I'm actually really happy that I've started because I have been planning on starting YouTube for such a long time. And the first few videos that I released were so heavily scripted that it was almost impossible to see any of my personality in them. This feels better. I like it more, even if no one is watching. But I hope that that will change in the future because I'm still learning and I will continue learning. I really like this platform and this is where I want to grow. So yeah, I'll definitely continue for however many days there are left in August. I can't remember right now. If you like this type of content, please subscribe and follow along. And tomorrow I'll talk about failures with prompting. Or can you even fail when you're prompting Claude? We'll see. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.